In July of 2009, I made a new best friend. We went everywhere together, from movies to dinners to swim meets. My friend always had my back, well, at least for 20 hours a day. My new plastic friend and I were first acquainted at the Texas Scottish Rite Hospital for Children. The first time I saw my brace, I was terrified, but not as terrified as my mother. We sat impatiently waiting for 3 hours in a small doctor's office called the Butterfly Room. My mom sat erect in her chair, trying to read a book on her Kindle to distract herself. She responded quietly with one-word sentences as I tried to make friendly conversation. The orthotist finally joined us with a 5-pound hard plastic shell with 3 Velcro straps on the back to tighten the brace firmly to my torso. This was the brace that prevented my scoliosis from getting worse. As the orthotist first fit the brace around me and tightened it, I managed to say, "See, Mom, it's actually not that bad." She forced a smile and said, "Well, you haven't really worn it yet." This was my first encounter with the brace that would take me on a journey that nobody anticipated. Although I tried to be positive, I was still nervous that the brace would affect my swimming because I'm a competitive swimmer, and my running because I was a cross-country runner. Sports were, and always have been, a major part of my life. I was also worried how I would fit into my clothes. My doctor assured me that he did not want the brace to take over my life and wanted me to be able to do everything a normal teenage girl could do. He seemed surprisingly upbeat, and if he was worried, he surely did not express it. My brace and I had a very rocky start. At first, I could only wear the brace for a couple hours a day. I then progressed to attempt to sleep in my brace. The first night I slept in my brace, I cried the whole night and couldn't sleep. This was the first time I really associated sadness with my brace. Returning to school, I could not tell if I was excited to show my friends or if I was nervous. It turns out they enjoyed the brace quite a bit. Not a class went by without one of my friends drawing a 6-pack in Sharpie on my brace or doodling on it. My friends actually always joked around by lightly punching me in my rock-hard abs. Talking about my brace and situation and joking around with my friends really helped me get over my initial fear. I realized that I actually wanted people to know, so at the beginning of 8th grade, I did a presentation in computer class about scoliosis and my brace. At the end, I took my brace off for everyone, and so many people were surprised. I let them all try it on too. After that class, I received questions about what it was like to wear the brace and what my scoliosis looked like and how it would affect my life. I actually enjoyed answering all of these questions. It was not until 2 months later that I decided to turn a situation that was seemingly negative into an amazing position to be a role model for children with scoliosis and to help an incredible nonprofit hospital that had given me so much. I founded a charity that I named Race for the Curve to benefit the hospital. I decided to associate my charity with something I love to do, which was running. So I gathered a total of 70 people to form relays and race in the White Rock Marathon. I also raced in a relay with a few of my cross-country friends. I wanted to do my part to ensure that children around the Dallas area could have the same opportunities I had to great scoliosis care. The charity was a lot of hard work, but an incredibly rewarding experience. Through this experience, I was able to connect with several children from around the Metroplex who were struggling with scoliosis. I was even able to teach a classroom of lower school students about my brace when one of them hugged me and asked, "Logan, why are you so rigid?" As I walked the halls of Scottish Rite, I refused to feel sorry for myself. I would see children whose disabilities impaired them immensely in everyday activities, whereas mine did not. These children were always smiling and friendly, and in a way, I felt as if it was superficial and disrespectful to pity myself when these children did not take anything for granted. I learned that far too often as a society, we put so much focus on success that we seldom recognize how lucky we are to be in great health and are financially stable, whereas many families at Scottish Rite are not. Today, I am always asked, was the brace worth it? I have never even considered the question and have always responded with, yes, of course. Although it was rough at times, an inanimate object taught me more about myself than anything else could have taught me. I was able to found a charity, help children with scoliosis who were nervous and scared, and I was able to avoid a major spinal surgery. I feel as if I am lucky to have had scoliosis because it changed me as a person, not only in my appearance, but my personality and my outlook on life. Thank you.